What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Darkest Dungeon. I'm happy to have you here. My name is Splattercat. Let's get moving. In today's episode, we finally have enough portraits to upgrade this to level 4, and so that's pretty awesome. I'm really happy about that. Having the ability to have, like, your abilities be a lot better, it's a big deal to me. I like it. Oh, Divine Comfort doesn't go 3 out of 3. It makes me sad. That makes me sad. It makes me sad and not glad, and very much feel as though I've been had. Let's go right there. I'm trying to invest a lot of money into my mainline characters because they're the ones that have been taking punches and like really being in there for me. And I think that did turn around. The last dungeon, we didn't have too much of a problem with it. And so this leaves us at a weird point. At this point, we have beaten every boss in the game. That's it. There are no more bosses. Now, there are hard mode dungeons, and there are upgraded versions, and so as I said a couple episodes ago, I would love to hear your opinion as to whether we should keep going. This is still the same recording session that it was in the first episode where I brought it up, and so honestly, when I make the decision is actually after the next episode, because I'm doing one more after this one. I tend to do bursts of like 6 and 7 episodes, so that I can stay ahead. I have a really fast upload rate. I'm similar to like Arumba and Quill and like Mathis and Northern Lion in that like I upload a lot of videos, and so in order to stay ahead of that, I have to pre-record quite a bit. But for today, just, let me know in the comments. Just be aware that I am still, like, trying to keep an eye on the fact that, there are, like, things in our organization that can be moved around, and maybe we could bring in a new game, do something a little bit different. It's all up to what people want. On this side, yeah, I'm going to say that we probably want those. He does use both of these, actually, reasonably frequently. So let's just bring him up to a whole nother level. How about we do a hard mode dungeon today? How's that sound? Does a hard mode dungeon sound? It sounds pretty good to me. And so I'm thinking we might do it. I think we might go for it. I don't know who we should... Oh, Ansgot. Yeah, Ansgot's ready to go too. Although, didn't Ansgot have like a lot of problems or something? Nah. I mean, Ansgot can't make it through the dungeon without touching stuff, but that's not so bad. It could be worse. Let's go with Wicked Hack. Get that all the way up. Barbaric Yup. Go with Adrenaline Rush all the way up, maybe. Oh, wow, that gives accuracy now, too. Damn. I actually kind of like If It Bleeds a little bit better than Breakthrough. Now that Breakthrough's been nerfed, I kind of like If It Bleeds a little bit better. I just used up a lot of money on some dumb shit. I might have to do like a little like newbie run just to make a little bit of money now. It'll depend. Let me see what's available with regards to the missions. If we got something short and sweet here, those are both mediums. That's a short little guy right there. I think they'll deny it now. Yeah, it's Child's Play. Let's bring Dee Dee. Let's bring Carden. Let's bring Dismas. And let's bring... Ooh, that's not good. Let's bring... Michelle, I guess. That'll work. Michelle's a little bit loaded up, but we need to make a little bit of cash. I just overspent like an idiot, so there it is. Sometimes I do that. I click on things faster than I think about them, and so it becomes embarrassing when that occurs to me. We should still have enough to get through with our basics, though, so there it is. I'm thinking that if I can get myself, like, lined up with 2 teams, like an A team and a B team, basically just like a whole bunch of level 3 people, we can start doing some of the veteran missions and playing around with those. I do like the game, and so I think there's been, like, a fundamental misconception. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, so people have said that I complain a lot while I play the game. That's just because, like, I bitch and moan about stuff. Not, like, in real life, but, like, I don't know, with video games, I just do. Don't take that to mean that I'm not having fun with the game, though. I love the game. I think Darkest Dungeon is fantastic. It's just the game really puts you to task sometimes and, like, really just kind of, like, degaffs you every now and again. We got a Quarrel out right there. We're starting out with 5 damage to the side of our rib cage. Oh, they're going to double up on Dismas, huh? Okay. Unfortunately, Dismas making a couple friends right now. I'm going to try and go for the back line right there. I'm going to move them forward so that we can DPS them on our turn. He's going to get dead weighted, or she's going to get dead weighted anyways. It's going to move her back slightly. It's going to be problematic, but I'll move him back with his turn on the next go. On this side, I have a choice where, let's heal. Ooh, only for 1. Okay. Our healing's going to be a little bit suspect on this run. Just letting you know, it's going to be a little bit weird. Just simply based on the fact that, unfortunately, we have to rely on Weird Heal. Weird Heal is kind of like one of those odd spells that occasionally it does something absolutely fantastic. Half the time it does something mediocre, and then every now and again, it's just not reliable, I guess is the way that I would put it. It's not reliable. And it can cause problems where if you have to, like, repeatedly heal somebody, you can stack up a lot of bleeds on one character accidentally. I try not to do it, but it's definitely accomplishable. There we go. That guy's out of the way, and so now we can move her forward. Probably throw that right there. Ooh, an 11 heal. Yeah, that big bomb heal being dropped. Drop it to bombs. Okay, so on this side, what I'd like to do now, what's his stun resist? 38%? Forget yopping. Yopping is for the weak. Let us destroy. We have face paint. You don't need a yop when you have face paint. We have face paint on. We did like some arts and crafts before we came in the dungeon. Do you know what that means for you, Skeletor? Do you know what that means for you? It means we're going to destroy you with axes to the faces.
Give them no quarter.
Okay, a little bit of treasure right there. I'm hoping we can make a lot of money on this run. I may actually get rid of breakthrough on... Wait, did I get rid of breakthrough on both of them? Did I already? So Sister Dee Dee and Cardon. Cardon does not have it. But Cardon has Iron Swan. So that's cool. If you click on this thing, it should give you like a defensive buff or something for like one room. It doesn't last very long. It doesn't last very long at all, so use it carefully. On this side, if we had herbs, we could purify that. I'll wait and see if some drop later on and we'll come back and get it. If we don't, oh my, what's up, amigos? How's it going? Just out for a stroll in the middle of the dungeon? That's all good, just doing your thing, hanging out a little bit. I feel you, I feel you. Oh, you're gonna set fire to my blankets right now? That's how it's gonna be? Well, I regret to inform you that I am going to dodge your attempt upon my blanket's life. And then I'm going to fondle you with tentacles from an octopus. How do you feel about that? It could have been from a squid. It could have been from a squid. It's hard for me to tell sometimes. Let's deal some damage to Big Baddie in the front here. I'm going to try and get him bled up too because seriously, it does a lot of damage. If you can get a bunch of bleeds on somebody that's just, yeah, you see, exact same concept right there that he's trying to run on us. Unfortunately, I have no way to heal that, which is a little bit disappointing. Please don't miss. Dismiss, don't fail me now. Bullets, don't desert me. Don't turn back until we're through. There we go. Shot him right there. Anastasia is one of my favorite animated films. I don't know if you guys knew that by the Don Bluth Company. I don't know what happened to Don Bluth. Like, Don Bluth used to be like the DreamWorks to Disney. Like, that was the thing. Before there was DreamWorks, there was the Don Bluth Company, and they were always competing with Disney with animation. They went out of business as far as I know. However, I liked their films. Everything from Thumbelina to, I mean, just about everything he did. I think Treasure Planet was a Don Bluth film as well. I don't know. Maybe. Treasure Planet I really like. Treasure Planet's fantastic. It's a great retelling of a classic tale. We'll stab that guy in the face right there. The black spot.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Can they though? Can they though? Let's go up in here and we'll see what we got going on. I think her buff should have already fallen off. Yeah, I wish that the buff lasted a little bit longer, but I get it. Like, it doesn't seem to have like an alternate. Like, you always seem to get the buff right there. So I assume that's why it's so temporary, is because it's just kind of like a freebie. You got food right there? Well, hell. Go ahead and eat that thing. Get your grub on right now. Keep the torches flowing. Oh, this is a really small dungeon. We're going to be out of here, lickety-splickety. Who's got the most problems? You got a problem. Click on that. Oh, you got a buff. Sometimes you get a buff and sometimes you get cured. It can be hard to tell. It goes one way or the other. I think you can maybe use holy water on it. I don't know. I would love to not be surprised in this fight. I cannot express to you how much being surprised in this particular fight would suck for us. It would be problematic. I'm going straight after you with the Iron Swan. We're going to try and get rid of that back line while we're here. There it is. A little bit of damage dealt. A little bit of pain distributed. Take a shot at him, and now we no longer have to worry about quarrels. I think I'll probably try and... I was hoping to one-shot that guy so it would slide them forward, but we got the minimum damage roll. We do 7 to 13, and every now and again you got to roll that 7. Now and again you got to roll that 7. It is what it is. A 13-sided die. That thing's got to be freaky looking. Thing's got to be freaky looking. Can you even have a 13-sided? I bet you can. It's all about just like angles and planes. That's all that it is. Vroom, 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 coming in for a landing. Let's see here. My granddad used to have a Kit Fox back in the day. He built his own plane. I used to go flying with him all the time. My granddad was an aviator. He enjoyed planes and things like that very, very much. He was a flight mechanic in the Army Air Corps, and then it became the Air Force about halfway through his career. And then that was that. But yeah. He was supposed to go to Vietnam. That was the weird thing. He joined the military. He was drafted. And he was supposed to go to Vietnam or something. Like, they sent him to Travis Air Force Base. And he was supposed to go to Vietnam. Like, that was what his orders said, is that he was going to spend some time at at Travis Air Force Base. And then, like, a little bit after that, he was going to be deployed to Vietnam to act as he fixed Hueys. That's what he did, is he took care of choppers. That was how he spent his career, was fixing Hueys and then fixing something else. Anyways... And then, like, once he got to Travis Air Force Base, I talked to a friend of mine who's in the military right now who's a EMT, and he said that what it sounds like, I told him the same, how come we're only using 3 food right now? That's weird. It's got to be due to somebody's buff, maybe, because, oh, it's because he doesn't eat as much when his stress is high. Okay, so I didn't realize his stress was so high. But anyways, my friend's an EMT in the Army, and he said what it sounds like is that his superior officer liked him and decided not to deploy him and keep him around because he was, like, either a good time to have around or, like, he just, like, got shit done or, like, whatever, and so... I don't know. My granddad said he never understood why he didn't go to Vietnam. Like, he got there, and he was supposed to go to Vietnam like a month or two after he got to Travis Air Force Base, and the order got canceled. And he spent the next 25 years at Travis Air Force Base just sort of, like, fixing planes and stuff. And so when he got out of the military, he got his pilot's license, learned to fly, did all of that fun stuff. And I used to go flying with him all the time. He had a Cessna for a while. He had a Kit Fox for a while. Oh, that's unfortunate. He had a Kit Fox for a while. I went up in the Kit Fox most frequently. I never got to go in the Cessna. He had the Cessna when I was really, really little, and I was afraid of flying when I was a little kid. I actually don't mind little planes. It's the big commercial airliners that I don't trust. I don't trust the big commercial airliners for shit. I don't think they get tuned up quite as well as they should. If I know what I know about businesses, I've worked enough retail jobs and I've worked enough like random IT jobs and stuff to know that if the management can cut corners and save money, they will totally do it every chance that they can get. And when that comes to a big plane full of people that could crash to the ground and die, I just don't trust that equation at all. I know they're cutting corners somewhere. I know they are. But anyways, deep down, I don't mind the little planes. I actually really enjoy like 2-seaters and 4-seaters. Take the contents out of there. I should have used a key. That was a mistake. We actually made quite a bit of cash off this little run. But yeah, I enjoyed flying in the Kit Fox and in the... Yeah, let's finish off the run. We'll kill these guys off. I don't think there's any reason for us not to... Oh, there we go. We'll throw a key in there. Thank you. Don't mind if I diddly doodly. We'll grab that right there. Very cool. Got ourselves a fight right here. A nasty fight, in fact. A fight that's really, really, really got itself like a damage. Ooh, okay. Alright, well, hope for no crits. Cross your fingers. So no crit on the first one right there. I'm actually going to jump in here, AoE them a little bit. I love that ability. I like the graphic. It's not even that good of an ability. I just like the graphic. Crit him for 24. If we can clear out the back line, it does save us from quite a bit of stress and troublesome. Ooh, don't shank him. He's got high stress. They're like, we know that's why we're doing it. Okay, so a little bit of a dodge right there. See if we can deal some damage on this side, get this thing moving. I probably should have yopped. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I made a mistake. I should have yopped. I think the AoE might be the better call right here. It did more damage than his normal shot would have, but in terms of utility, ow. Alright, it won't be unanswered. It's going to be answered right this second. In fact, by a yopping. Enjoy yourself. Oh, he still has an attack left. That's unfortunate. And so to death's door we go. Alright, well, we're going to have to clear that out in a second with a heal. Please heal. Okay, so we got a 9. That's good. That's a really, really good heal, in fact. That is super superior. And so we'll do a stabby-stabby right there. We'll finish him off. Hopefully get some treasure out of the ordeal. We got a grave robber. We got a lot of stuff for grave robbers. On this right here, I didn't bring... Okay. Well, sentimental gifts are hidden inside. I was going to say, we didn't bring along any of the holy water, so unfortunately... Did I just say holy water? I think I just said holy water. And another ambush fight right here. It has the potential to be a big one, but... let's just go for the AoE. If we can clear out the front line quickly, it's not going to matter anyways. And I doubt we're going to one-shot anybody in the back Sanskrit, so there you go. Sanskrit, it seems like I'm talking about. Is that a written language? It's Sanskrit? I think it is. I think it's a written language. Anyways. Sure, why not? Spread the damage around. Let's be inefficient about this. I believe. Go for a heal. Ooh, a 10er. Very, very nice, my friend. Very, very nice. It's exactly what the choir needed. Oh, right. Exactly what the choir... See, when I was in choir as a kid, I didn't sing tenor. I sang, like, the one next to bass. Like, there was, like, the lowest bass. I was the one up above that. It was sort of boring because you didn't get to do, like, a lot of flashy stuff, but people appreciate it because you'd have to, like, hold that line right there. Like, you didn't get to do a lot of cool, fancy stuff, but without the bass line, everything just doesn't come together, like the harmonies and everything. Yeah. I was a choir kid. Choir kid. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was a good place to earn some experience at singing. I mean, obviously, I turned it into, like, goofy falsetto singing at this point, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and stab that guy right there. That leaves Senior Goblet up and running, but I don't care. Seems like what you would name your turkey if you had, like, a pet turkey. He is Senior Goblet. Alright, a little more treasure to bring along.
But a victory nonetheless.
How is our map looking right now? Forget it. I like to live life on the edge. Yeah, we're good. Let's get out of here. I don't want to carry anything else out with me.
Turn to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
For a short run, that was a really, really good short run. That short run right there was fantastic. We actually got a lot out of that one, so I'm pleased with the result. Really pleased with the result, in fact. We even got a portrait out of it, which is pretty cool. We didn't get any deeds, though, unfortunately. Let's see what we got. I was going to say, he will more than likely... Oh, wow, we had a bad run. So we got Hyromania, which means that she freaks out about religious artifacts. He lost range, and he got syphilis somehow in the dungeon, but she got Wield Explorer, so... So if you're wondering, like, what these are right here, just you take a look right here. If you're wondering what the goals are, it's pretty much just generic goals. They want you to get every class to level 6 and then beat all of the bosses and then all the hard mode, medium mode bosses as well. They're the exact same boss. They just have, like, everything, like, sort of, like, tuned up and made stronger. So you're not really going to get... Wow, we actually still need more money. We still need more money. Let me put you... What can you do? She will only drink. Let's continue treating you then. I don't know why I'm only treating you. I really should be just like done with her and find somebody else. She's got a lot of problems, but I've already put the money in at this point, so I figure bad decisions will continue to be bad decisions. I need Michelle. Let's go with you to the transept. And then does anybody else have considerable amounts of problems that they need to take care of? You two could use some light stress relief. Dismas could as well, but I'm going to hold off on it since he's level 3. Let's go back through and see who else needs to be cured. Necromania. Okay, nothing there for you. Should probably start tuning up some of these guys too. Flawed Release definitely needs to go, so let's get rid of Flawed Release. If you don't know what Flawed Release does, it lowers your crit rate by a lot, like a big amount. An amount that's just like, damn! It's an upsetting amount that it releases it by. I don't know if we're going to have time to do another run in this episode, and this leaves me in kind of like, oh, look, it built up. It looks way nicer now. That's cool. I like the way that our city is coming together. It doesn't look like a giant pile of shit anymore. That makes me pretty happy. Like, when we came back up in here, I was like, suspect. Very suspect. What do we need to upgrade this place? We need portraits. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we have them.
Drink, a game of chance, and companionship. The rush of life.
We have going on over here. Let's go after some armor on the next go.
Sword, a stronger shield, anything to prolong a soldier's life.
And so from here, I think our best plan, I don't know. Let me take a look at the missions that we have available. I don't think I need this many. They're all so good, though. That's the problem, is all 3 of them have very, very good stats. I suppose Marroward would be the last one that I would get rid of. Yeah, let's do that so we can bring on a grave robber or something. Maybe give her another chance. Revere, I need you to be like up here and organized with everybody else. Your positioning... Oh. So your positioning on the roster right now is upsetting. You're in the wrong spot, and I'm sort of like obsessive about where I want people. I suppose we could get rid of Cardin or Didi. I mean, they're all really good too because I've been using them really, really heavily in combat, so... All the things to think about. I'm hoping that as the game gets more developed, that they get better armor. Like, as you upgrade their armor to, like, level 2 and level 3, it actually changes the way that they look so you can identify a high-level character from a low-level character. I think that'd be a really, really cool suggestion. I don't know. It's something that matters to me as a gamer. I really, really like it when you can see the difference between your characters. We've got another leper right there. I don't know if I want another leper, though. I'm just not so sure. I figure I'll do away with her for now. No, I've got a level 1 of them for the achievement, so I guess I'll do that. I'll probably get rid of Senless because I don't find myself using burglars very often or highwaymen. They're good, like they have their uses, but I just don't find myself bringing them in very often, so I'll probably just keep him limited to like the upper level, the tier A team, I guess. But unfortunately, for right now, we don't actually have a whole lot of options in our network. Maybe I'll upgrade that a little bit. It changed the picture in the background. So it's probably looking a little bit sexier right now. It changed the picture. Alright, well, I think, unfortunately, I don't like to do this, but based on the way that it's landed, I don't want to start a dungeon and then get like 2/3 of the way through. So what I'll do is I'm going to get everything ready so that we can do what we did before, and we can do one medium dungeon in the veteran setting. I'd like to try it out before I break off this recording session, just so that we can say that we did the medium level missions. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see the series keep going, or if you want to move on to other stuff. Obviously, I always have stuff on my radar that I'd like to fiddle around with. So if this goes somewhere else, I've got something new for you. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Darkest Dungeon. I look forward to seeing you all in future episodes. Take care out there, everybody. I apologize for the short episode, but I'll make it up for you by getting an entire mission done in the next one. Hi, everybody. I'll see you next time.